Welcome back to the Hardcore Fab Shop. I'm Anthony Bronner, and this is our 53 Chevy that we're working on. If you guys haven't seen it yet, we've done chop the top, we've removed the body line on the fender, we've Frenched the headlights in, we've changed the back window. This thing is going to get air ride. It's going to be a full custom car. It's going to be slammed to the ground. It's going to be sweet. But there's something we haven't addressed yet that's a major issue with this car, and that's the back end of this thing. So yeah, the rear of this thing has just been hit with an ugly stick. It's just looks like somebody backed into a brick wall and then left it, and there it is, pretty much. So someone in the past has put some Oldsmobile taillights on here, which are kind of cool and better than what would have been there originally, but it just doesn't help with this whole just big flat thing going on here. Plus they put that roll pan on there, or whatever they did along the bottom there, and yeah, it's just not working. I think we can all agree on that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to graft a new rear end on the back of this car. It's got to get fixed. It's got to get changed. Brent, the guy that owns the car, has pretty well left the design and a lot of the stuff on this car up to me. And I think that's kind of the only way that we're going to fix this thing and make it look right. So I had looked through the internet and found a couple options. I had a couple options in my head of some stuff that we could do. And I narrowed it down to a couple and showed them to Brent, and Brent really liked one of them, and he's a wild man. He just instantly went to work to try to find us those parts and pieces. So that was last Friday, and here it is Thursday, and we're unloading a car. He done made a deal on a car from Idaho, which is quite a long ways away. Got the guy paid, arranged shipping, and already got it here in less than a week. It's pretty darn amazing, actually. Kind of shocked the heck out of me. But he got a pretty smoking deal on what we've got, and we've got some great parts and pieces on this thing that are going to actually work out to be very, very nice on the car. I'll just sit here and let you guys check it out as we're checking it out and looking at it for the first time. Look at those tail lights. Well, those are going to be sick on the 53, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
It's going to be freaking cool.
Excited for that.
Plus, look at this. We got more of them.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay. I see where they go.
Whole car full of stuff in here, man. Here's the grill. It's kind of messed up. Another light. These lights are super expensive, so it's really cool that we've got extra ones here. Bumpers are re-chromed.
Sweet.
Doesn't even look like they've been out of the package yet. So that's pretty awesome. More chrome. More chrome. More chrome.
We got rare taillight things in there.
Yep, that's what I was digging for right now. Man, that chrome is beautiful on those bumpers, so that's awesome.
Ooh. You got 3 taillights?
3 taillights.
Holy shit.
There's more in the trunk.
No shit.
I can't see all it all is in there, but there's a bunch of chrome in the trunk.
Yeah, it's around all the chrome for around the windows. Holy shit, I got me a tag.
This is technically all we needed right here.
Okay. This is all mine right here. You can't have it.
All right.
Idaho.
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 Idaho. Sweet. And we got in the trunk. Go ahead. Let's see what we got. Chrome, chrome, and more chrome. I don't see the bullets.
Ah, damn, I don't see the bullets either. What's that shit? There's the bullets right there, isn't it? What is that big old round shit?
Those are headlight buckets or something, aren't they?
Looks like it. Yeah, those are.
Is the bullets hiding in that bucket?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, there. Oh, wait a minute. What's in there?
Steering wheel? No? I don't know what it is.
Huh?
It's like the V off the hood or something. Yeah.
There's something chrome in there, isn't it?
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Oh, wait. Are they
Chrome.
redone and in there? Dude, that's it.
Huh? There's
That's
two.
it.
Isn't there two in there? Or wait a minute.
Probably another one in the box and that other plastic.
Oh, is there another box over there?
Another plastic and
Oh, there is. Woohoo! Chrome bullets.
sweet.
Woohoo! That needs to go inside. Yeah!
Beautiful chrome.
Look at that shit there. Woohoo! That's like Christmas.
Hell yeah.
Huh? Was there nuts and bolts for that shit in there?
Connor found a Packard emblem.
That's cool. Yeah. And look at that.
The V on the hood, yeah.
That's probably $1,000 on eBay.
Check out this dash in here. This dash is pretty
Hey, I
cool.
think the blower's in here, dude.
The blower?
Huh?
The blower motor?
You know that? No, these cars had blowers. And I think the blower's in here. He mentioned that to me.
What are you talking about?
Oh man, blower.
What do you
I think it's a power steering pump.
Oh, is it?
It's got a reservoir on top.
Okay.
What's under the hood? There ain't anything under the hood, is there?
Yeah, there's no motor.
Oh, dude left his ratchet strap on there.
Yeah, because the hoods are loose. See, look underneath. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Empty motor.
I meant the guy. Is that the guy that hauled its ratchet strap?
No, it's the guy that owned it.
Oh. Oh, did you get it?
Well, that locked it, so I...
So it wasn't locked before?
That's a total mystery right there, dude.
Is there a? I mean, it looks like it's just a button, but is there a little lever on the bottom by any chance?
You think?
Because that's how my Packard was, but mine was a 49, so.
It had a lever on the bottom of the glove box?
It didn't. I
this-
think there was a
what's
little
this
lock
little
on the
thing?
side, but underneath it there's a little.
Okay.
Jump
Connor,
up
you
there,
get in
Connor,
there, Connor.
and
Get in there.
open it up. Show us how to do it.
Show us where all the money is.
Never touched one of these, so I don't know. Yeah, it's not the same.
Well, he got it open.
You just gotta press it really hard.
Yeah.
Anything in it?
$100 bills
Oh, what's that?
or registration from 100 years ago.
You got a valve now. Looks pretty new. Registration.
Somebody's paycheck?
Service record
Oh, yeah?
from 90.
1990, really? Sweet. Where's the ashtray in this thing?
It's a really old toothpick.
I mean, these
A really old toothpick.
these cars were smoked in back in the day. Where's the ashtray?
Well, we got everything kind of pulled out of the car and brought inside that was any good or had any value, so we don't have to worry about much leaving us out there. And this is one of our quarters. The other one's laying there. And this is really all we needed. We didn't really need to buy the car per se, but here's the deal. So the car came with 2 tail lights, and then he bought this extra set of quarters and an extra set of tail lights. So now we have 5 tail lights, and we've got 2 quarters that we can cut up, and we don't have to cut up the car. So we're not actually destroying a car at this point to be able to build and do the stuff that we're doing here on the 53. So that's pretty awesome. We're gonna be able to take the parts that we don't use, put those back with the car, and be able to sell the car, and hopefully he can recoup, you know, most of his money, if not all of his money, because he got a pretty smoking deal on everything. And yeah, that's a win-win-win. We're not destroying anything, but we're still changing something and doing something totally custom, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know where or when you'd ever find any of these aftermarket quarter panels now, because this is a new quarter panel that's never been welded on anywhere. So that's pretty awesome in itself, and it was a pretty good find, a pretty good score to get them. So yeah, we've got the tail lights, we've got the 2 quarters. The only problem that we have here is this is a 57 Packard Clippard is what it is. Don't think we've actually said that yet. So we really actually would have been better if we could have found a 56 Packard Clippard. And the reason being is that the 57 has this body line in it. The reason being is the 57 had this body line here in it, and that body line then has this weird little cap thing that comes up here and kind of fills in this whole void area right here. So it's okay on that car, but it's not going to look right on our car to be able to have that. And a 56 would have been just smooth, a whole smooth quarter with a smooth piece to come up here. And that's the way a 56 would have been. And what we're going to end up probably having to do now at this point is I'm probably going to cut it somewhere along like this line. And then right before it gets to where this body line is, we'll end up cutting it there. And then probably only using this part of the quarter to be able to patch in what it is that we're doing, which is still a lot because it still has all of the mounts. The mounts for the light are in there and in the right spot. And it also has this piece here that allows the bumper to wrap around and curl up in there and make for a nice transition to the bumper as well. So that's pretty cool. And the top of our quarters, I'm sure, is not going to be exactly the same anyway. So we're going to have to do a little finesse in there, even if we had a 56 quarter. So I don't think it's the end of the world that we've got to build the top part of this quarter. I think we'll be all right. It does add just probably a little bit more work, but in the end, I think it's going to work out just fine. So the other thing that made buying the car a super sweet deal is the bumpers. It came with the front and both front and the rear bumpers that are all straight, and either they're new bumpers or they've been straightened and re-chromed. Either way, they're awesome shape, and you know, it's one of those things. Where would we find one that's anywhere close to this nice to be able to work with? And since we're building such a nice car, it's a great piece to start with. There is one downfall to it though. Unfortunately, it does not have the same width of bumper on the Packard as it does on the Chevy, so this bumper is actually just a little bit too narrow. We're going to end up having to cut it and stretch it to be able to make it work. So yeah, that kind of does suck a little bit, but I'm kind of thinking and leaning towards not having anything chrome anyways on the car. I think we're going to strip all the chrome off and actually paint everything that's going to be chrome. And you'll just have to trust me on the process on that. Some of you are probably screaming at me right now saying, don't paint the chrome, but trust me on it and wait until you see it before you start complaining about it. So you might actually like it. If you don't like it after that, you can complain if you want to. I don't care because it'll already be done, but you'll be able to complain. But for now, just hold off. Anyways, we've got the bumpers, we've got the bullets you guys seen. The front bumpers, I don't know if we'll be able to incorporate them into the car or not, but we might try to mess around with some of that a little bit too and give the front of this thing a little bit different look as well. But for now, we're just going to concentrate on the rear and go from there. So now that we got some nice parts and pieces, it's time to start figuring out how we're gonna be able to put all this stuff together and actually make it work. So the first step of that is to take out the old tail lights and clean up some of the old garbage that's on here so we can get down to some fresh metal and see what we're working with. Well, Connor got us all cleaned up and it's pretty solid back here for the most part, but it's a little fugly where they put in the Oldsmobile tail light. So I'm kind of glad that we're doing something about that because I don't really like the idea of leaving that in there. I mean, sure you can cover it up with body filler and whatnot, but it'll just be better when we're all said and done. So that's cool. They did put a patch panel in back here on this corner. I don't know if it was rusted or if it was dented or what, but yeah, somebody did patch in that back here. And I don't know how much of that we're going to end up using, so that one really probably doesn't matter. I'm guessing that we're going to probably take all of that off. Definitely going to take all of this fugly here off, and probably almost all that patch, if not, farther back in there. So anyways, long story short, there's no set pattern or anything to be able to do what we're doing, so it's going to be quite a little bit of a process to be able to go in here and change this all out and switch it over to those other tail lights. So I think we're gonna go ahead and call this video a wrap here, and then we'll get started doing some of that stuff to be able to get this thing mounted, and that should make a pretty darn good big video when we go to do that. So I think that's what we'll do in our next video. So I guess that's all I got for you guys on today's video, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 7 with some more goodness on this or something else. I don't know yet. We'll see how far we get. See you guys next time.